Thank you, Henrietta, for the kind introduction. Almost made a flashing entrance by tripping on the stairs. So good afternoon, I'm Tuomas Mustonen from Paptic, and I'm about to tell you a story of plastic apocalypse. Basically, how the plastic waste is a global issue. And Paptic, we believe that we have a solution, not a full remedy, but we know that we can help simplify the issue. Basically, what Henrietta was pointing at, globally we are today, every year, producing hundreds of millions of tons of plastic. And it's been calculated and published actually in a Nature article last spring that about 8 million tons of plastic ends up in the oceans every year. And as we all know that plastic, it takes ages, it takes years and years, hundreds of years to degrade, it creates an accumulation problem. So those 8 million tons this year, but also taking into account that in the past 10 years, we've produced more plastic than in all the 50 years before that. So this problem is only accelerating at the moment, and something needs to be done. At the moment, it's been estimated that 90% of the marine animals, fish and birds, are being infested. They have plastic in their intestines, meaning that the plastic is also entering the food chain. And if you think about, yes, plastic bottles are being recycled in Finland to a quite large degree, but still in many developed countries, plastic bottles are being recycled under rate of 50%. And for plastic bags, it's even lower than that. So actually, the most common plastic items found in the sea, it's plastic bags. So if the oceans die, we die, something needs to be done. But luckily, what we know that the sea is not alone. Many companies, many corporations have published that they're actually they're creating initiatives to help create remedies for this problem. Lego Group, the globally known toy company, whose actually their business is based on making plastic toys. They are now investing 1 billion Danish crowns to develop sustainable materials for their products, but also for their packaging. I think that's great. And even greater is the fact that companies like Adidas, another globally known brand, are saying that stopping the use of plastic bags in our stores is the right thing to do. That's great. And actually, this is the reason that Paptic exists today. So Paptic was actually born out of the market need. There's the plastic waste issue, and something needs to be done. So what we developed was the Paptic material. It's a material that is wood-based, and what is our business? We are replacing both plastic, but also paper with our new material. Our company was founded in April this year, after closing a seed round of about 1.1 million euros. So we are about 6 months currently as our age, and we are now launching our product and announcing who are our first collaborators. When we are competing with the incumbents, everyone knows that, yes, paper bag, it's an alternative, it's the most common alternative for plastic bags. But what we are actually providing is a new material that is 50% lighter. It has a lower carbon footprint than paper. It's much more durable, so it's actually promoting reusability of the bag. So it's not only anymore a single-use bag, as paper typically used to be. And basically, we are also providing a cost-efficient, energy-efficient solution, a new alternative for paper, in a way, the next generation of paper. But what is actually the arch enemy? It's the plastic. So when we are competing with plastic, what is our solution, the Paptic material, in comparison to plastic? Our material today, it is 70% renewable. The renewable content is wood-based. Our material, as also Pirjo was pointing out in the previous presentation, it's recyclable. So we intend to minimize the littering, to make it as easy as possible for the end users to recycle the product, to find an alternative use for the plastic bag, for the Paptic bag, other than littering. Our product is also, at the moment, 70% biodegradable. We think that 70%, that's sufficient to come to the markets, and actually, according to our market study, that's what our customers are also saying. But of course, we are aiming at 100%, so that's the long-term target. But if you compare Paptic to many other, let's say, bio-based alternatives, we all have heard about bioplastics. And I think that's the kind of one thing that Paptic is doing differently. Often the issue of plastic waste being solved by developing bioplastics, so replacing plastics by bioplastics. But we are taking the other approach, approaching the issue from the paper point of view. And actually, if you think about how to influence the consumer, actually the person who is the most critical in the value chain for making environmental choices happen, then you need to actually make it as easy as possible for him to make the right choice. And in a way, what Paptic is providing is not only a sustainable material, but we are also trying to combine, and we are combining, sustainability with quality. So Paptic material, being natural, we are trying to kind of keep the heritage of paper in the product, combined with soft and luxurious feel, to make it actually fun, nice, and functional to use a sustainable product. Basically replacing plastics not by just a sustainable solution, but a more higher quality solution. Yes, we have tested our product. Although our company has been in operation for about 6 months, we are actually a spin-off from the VTT Technical Research Center of Finland, which is the governmental research institute. And actually, the technology behind Paptic, it's been a research topic at VTT for more than 7 years. So we didn't start from scratch. Our technology is also patented. We are all the time filing new patents. So basically, it's a technology platform that we are actually operating. And as I said, Paptic was created because we identified a market need. We identified an opportunity at the markets that we are addressing with the new Paptic material. But why Paptic exists is that we also found a way, a business model to how to scale up the material, how to scale up the production of Paptic to make like a commodity material business feasible for a startup. And our model is that Paptic is only focusing in areas where we create value. And where we create value compared to many larger corporations is that in development of new products, in the R&D, but especially in marketing and sales of the products. So we want to be a nimble player in the market, providing the material. And for the other areas, for example, the production of the material, we are looking for partnerships with the existing paper companies to utilize their excess capacity for production of Paptic. Basically, we are utilizing the excess capacity to make it easier for us to scale up, but also make it worthwhile for those paper companies to have a better capacity utilization at their plants, at their mills. So basically, what we are looking after is a win-win situation. And in order to have a, let's say, good working collaboration with the paper mill, we need to have a certain, let's say, quota, volume of the material. If we are too small, if we are only selling too little material, it doesn't make a fruitful partnership with the paper mill. That's why we believe, and also from the performance of Paptic, we believe that, okay, carrier bag, replacement of plastic bags, just the beginning. After that, we are going to other packaging applications, other industrial applications. All of these are representing a multi-billion markets. Plastic bags globally are a 3 billion euro market. Packaging materials, that's several billions alone. Of course, we are not targeting to eat it all, but we are sure that we can nicely find like 100 million euro niches, obtainable markets within those huge markets. And by going through applications, starting with carrier bags, going to packaging, going through this outsourced production model, we are expanding in phases. This is the trick that how Paptic is scaling up. We start with our demo plant in Espoo, Finland. It's a very small plant, but it's already enough to produce quantities to supply material to end customers. The demo plant was inaugurated last month. Then we are working with our key customers to scale up the volumes. Then we are looking for additional growth because basically we are creating a network of end users, bag converters, paper mills as the producers of the material, and all of those have their own network. So basically we are introducing the new alternative Paptic product to the network and utilizing the competencies, the resources that the network has. And of course, expanding further. We are starting here in Europe, but of course, expanding to other continents. But as being said, our focus is in value creation. Where do we create value? We create value in interacting with the end users. We are also interacting with the consumers, but our customers are the brand owners, retailers of the world. And I'm today proud to announce actually the two first customers, the retailers and brand owners who will be using Paptic bags. First of them is Seppälä, Finnish-owned, Finnish heritage, Finnish fashion brand. They're going for Paptic bags. They're trialing the first Paptic bags in February next year. We are proud of the collaboration with Seppälä, and actually they were the first company 14 months ago that we actually opened the discussion with the really handmade flimsy Paptic bags, and now they are the first company to use Paptic bags. The second brand owner to use Paptic bags is Body Shop. Body Shop is actually known globally to be a sustainable brand, focusing on sustainable products and solutions. And also we are proud to have them as our partner in testing of Paptic bags throughout the supply chain. We are making the materials at our demo plant. We are converting to bags. We are supplying hundreds of thousands of bags to these two companies in combination. And taking those bags to consumers, because we need to know that how do consumers interact with the bags, and the only way to do that is early piloting, to go to the market as soon as possible. Paptic in a bag. We believe that Paptic is good for the world. We are replacing plastics. We know that it's a tough target, but we know that we need to start the journey somewhere. We now know where is the starting point. It is Seppälä and Body Shop. And of course, we are going further. We are welcoming more brand owners every day to go along with Paptic, go along with Paptic bag campaigns. And also what we are launching here in Slush today is our fundraising for the Series A that we are targeting to close in April 2016. I think this presentation was roughly 10 minutes. Bit over that. But during this presentation, about 10 million plastic bags were used and discarded. Keep in mind, 1 million bags per minute is being used globally. And every year, 8 million tons of plastic ends up in the oceans. Thank you. Kiitos. This was the story of Paptic.